6-3 Lynchburg. Another good serve from Pennington back to the Lynchburg side. Rady over to Kapitanov. Regent will handle it. Parsons blocked. Does it stay in bounds? No, it does not. Regent point. The defense from Lynchburg has been astonishing today. That one just happened to stay out. Braden Berardo checks back in. Troy Trujillo checks into the game. Rolls will serve this one out. Berardo can't handle it well, and it's an ace from Thaden Rolls. Regent back within one. Rolls serves this one again, dug out by Lynchburg. Trujillo tries to find that close line, and it is tied up at 6 apiece. Rolls did a great job against Averett serving the ball across. This one dug up by Berardo. Rady over to Kenna, blocked! Can't be kept alive by Trujillo. And Regent take their first lead since the first point of the game. Lynchburg 6, Regent 7. Rolls, sends it across again. Dug up by Berardo. Rady. Davis trying to find some open space and does. He evens it up at 7-7. Sometimes you don't need all the power in the world. Placement will do just fine, and that is a perfect example from Joshua Davis. And now Troy Trujillo will serve this for the Hornets towards that back line. This one up to Larkin, blocked, and will go out of play after a Regent touch. Blocked by Mason Kenna with some help from Stefan Kapitanov. Lynchburg retake that lead. Trujillo sends it back across. Parsons to Whitman. Over to Peter, and Lynchburg can't hang on to this. Tie ball game back up at 8. Late night here in the Hill City. Long day for a lot of people here. But we are excited for our third matchup of volleyball. One dug up by Berardo. Rady over to Kenna, takes a touch. No chance for Regent to hang on to that one. Lynchburg up 9-8. Mason Kenna, big server for this Lynchburg squad back there behind the line. High toss, big serve. Harris with a nice job keeping it alive. Parsons trying to bring it back to the Regent side. Caught by our libero tracker, Eli Thomas, men's basketball player. Got a lot of help from the Lynchburg student athletes today as spring break is just finishing up. And a lot of people aren't here. Mason Kenna with another big serve. Dub up by Gray, up to Parsons. Parsons, good read from Berardo to recognize that was going way out of bounds. 11-8 Lynchburg. Kenna still at the line. Two fantastic serves in a row. Another one dug up by Harris. Whitman poked over, and that one will be a Regent point and net violation for the Hornets. It was Peter that poked it over for the Royals. But nonetheless, score is Regent 9, Lynchburg 11. Kept alive by Berardo, a good serve. As a big hit from Joshua Davis blocked out of bounds, point Lynchburg. (12-9). Wyatt Nunez checks in. Alongside Jordan Filamawa, back in. Trujillo, Kenna, Rady, and Davis. Whitman. Nunez knocks that one up. Rady to Filamawa. Filamawa keeps it alive on the block. Rady over to Davis. Blocked out of bounds. (13-9) Lynchburg. Wyatt Nunez serves it across, a good one. Harris goes over the rafters. Whitman. There goes Davis. Huge block out of bounds. Big swing from Joshua Davis. 14-9. Wyatt Nunez, another good serve. Whitman over to Gray, blocked, put out of bounds. It took a touch off of Gray on the way down. Lynchburg point, and we have ourselves our first media timeout of the match. We will be back shortly. Lynchburg up 15-9. And we welcome you back into set number 1 of game number 3. Lynchburg lead Regent 15-9. 4 kills for Davis, 2 for Filamawa. 1 ace for Kenna and Davis, and another ace for Kenna. Nunez on that ace. 3 total for the Hornets. 1 for Regent. That's fade and rolls. Nunez still at the line. That one too far. Almost a good one. That'll give Regent a free point. They hit the double-digit mark. 16-10 in favor of the Hornets. Kapitanov will check back in. Braden Berardo also in as the libero. Peter will serve this one across. Berardo up to the Radiator. Radiator to Davis! Fifth kill for Joshua Davis. (17-10). Now here comes the Radiator, a big serve. Whitman over to Gray, right into the net. 8-point lead for the Hornets. Another big serve from Rady. Whitman, serve back. Parsons trying to get across. He does. It's kept alive by Berardo. There goes Davis. A huge kill. The Liberty transfer showing off all assets of offense in set one. A 9-point lead now. Another high toss up for Rady, and this one hits the top of the net and goes straight down. United States baseball team playing in the World Baseball Classic at the moment. If you're a baseball fan. Whitman will send this over. Berardo, the radiator, up to Filamawa, blocked by Rollins. Thaden rolls, sends it right back towards Lynchburg. 7-point lead now. Regent trying to claw their way back into this. Good serve off of Kenna. Rady behind him to Davis. Blocked again, but point Lynchburg out of bounds. 20-2. Lynchburg first to reach that 20 mark. Looking much better in this second game. Not that they didn't look great against Averett. That one hits the rafters, comes straight down, and it's an ace for Joshua Davis. Called his name a ton in this first set. His second ace. 7 kills, 2 aces. 9 points in total. That one is out, way to the right side. With a 9-point lead going into that serve, I think trying to light up the radar gun isn't a bad option. Got some insurance for a reason. Rady up to Filamawa, right through the defense. 22-13. Sammy Pennington checks in. Kapitanov also in the ball game. Oh, Pennington hits it right into the net. Lead down to 8. Thaden rolls, smacking that ball down before the serve. It's a good one. Berardo will set it up to Kenna, hits the top of the net, stays on the Lynchburg side. Point Regent. (22-15) in favor of the Hornets. Rolls will send it across into the top of the net. Lynchburg 1 point closer to set number 1 victory. It'll be Troy Trujillo trying to serve out the set. It was a good one. It's kept alive by Regent on a diving attempt by Peter. Rady up to Kapitanov. A huge swing from Stefan Kapitanov. Trujillo, set point for the Hornets. Good one, dug up by Harris. Whitman up to Larkin, a huge block to finish out set 1 from Mason Kenna. And Lynchburg up 1-0 on Regent. We will be back shortly on FloSports for set number 2 action. Set number 2 ready to commence. Lynchburg wins the first 25-15. It was all Lynchburg after the first 20 or so points from both these teams. And set number 2, Lynchburg going to try and continue this hot streak. They've won 3 in a row, trying to get the win streak to 4. Regent trying to get the win streak to 2 after previously beating Averett just about an hour ago, maybe a little less than that. Whitman serving it first for Regent. Rady up to Philamawa. A little poke is all you need sometimes. Jordan Philamawa, no power needed. Joshua Davis to serve for the Hornets. High toss into the netting. Tie ball game, 1-1. It'll be Gray heading back for Regent. Gray, good serve. Berardo up to Rady. Right down the middle for Davis. Davis now has 8 kills already. Beautiful performance from him so far. It'll be Sam Pennington to serve it out. Kept alive by Rady. Up to Kenna. Kenna, just a free ball across net. Tried to just dump it in there. It'll be Parson blocked, but out of bounds. It was Nick Redding on the block attempt with Kapitanov. Jordan Philamawa checks in for Sam Pennington, but Braden Berardo, the libero, will come into the ball game. Good serve by Rolls. Rady tried to get a little, couldn't really tell if that was a setter dump or a set to Kapitanov. Nonetheless, it results in a Regent point. Rolls too far to the right, and it is a tie ball game. Harris will check in for Regent, and Nick Redding will serve this one out for the Hornets. High toss, good serve, dug out by Harris, back to Berardo. Rady with a kill chance, and it is blocked. Read like a book by Peter. Gray serving it for Regent. Into the netting and gives it right back to Lynchburg. Mason Kenna now heads back to the line. Big serves from him so far today. Already has 1 so far in this ball game. High toss. Trying to go to the back line. Right to Harris. Whitman over to Parson. Blocked by Kapitanov. Kept alive. It's a free ball from Whitman. Rady up to Kapitanov. Hits the face of Larkin. From block to kill. Kapitanov having himself a ball game. Mason Kenna still back there for the Hornets. Big toss again, huge serve. Kept alive, Whitman, huge block, it's Kapitanov again. Kapitanov saying to raise the roof. 6-4, Kenna See if he can get another big serve. High toss. Right to Harris. Whitman. Parsons just going to throw it over. Another block from Kapitanov. From the back, it was Gray hitting the top of the net, finding just a little bit of space. Parsons getting ready to serve this out for Regent. Into the far corner, too far into the corner. Past it. And again, another serving error just gives it right back to Lynchburg. Nunez and Filamawa check back in. Kapitanov to the bench. Nunez will serve it out for Lynchburg. 2-point lead. Good one. Pass right over to Lynchburg. Rady to Davis. 9th kill for Joshua Davis. And that one right into the netting from Wyatt Nunez. Got Bryce Jackson with the clipboard over there on the bench. Talking it over with head coach Joshua Knapp. It'll be Peter serving it out for Regent. Dug up by Davis. Rady back to Davis. Here he comes! Too far. Too much power by Davis. Peter back to serve once more. Just a 1-point game now in set 2. Lynchburg up 1-0. Won first set 25-15. Rady, quick set. Filamawa tried to knock it over, and Rady will just serve it back up to Regent. Big block from Davis and Filamawa. They're just going to have to send a free ball over, and a miss hit from Gray will give a free point to Lynchburg. Will Rady will now head back to the service line. Will Rady. Radiator sends it across, almost gets the line. 1-point ball game now. Whitman to serve it out for the Royals. It's a good one. Davis, Rady, back up to Davis. Huge hit. Parsons trying to make his way to it. Hits off the back wall. Another kill for Joshua Davis. He is now at double digits at 10. His season high is 17. He's got a good chance of reaching that, but that is an error from Davis. Back to a 1-score game. Gray to serve it out for the Royals. High toss. Up to Davis. Berardo with the set. Over to Kenna. Blocked. Kept alive by Davis. Rady sets Filamawa. Wow, Filamawa. Eleven to 9 Hornets. Sam Pennington now ready to serve. To Gray, too far for Gray. Excuse me, that was Larkin Sent that too far. And Sam Pennington continues his serve. 12-9, 3-point lead for the Hornets. Whitman over to Parsons. It is tipped at the net by Nick Redding. Falls on their side. And that'll send Rolls to the serving line. Berardo back in at libero. Rolls to Berardo. That one might go a little too far. No set from Rady. Over to Kenna. Placement sometimes better than power. Mason Kenna, perfect example. Towel comes out for the first time in the ball game. We'll mark that down as 1. If you watched the Regent versus Averett matchup, which was game number 2, we got up to double digits and towels coming out and wiping up the floor. And we promised we'd keep a tally. Big serve from Redding. Goes back up the middle. Kapitanov! 4-point lead for the Hornets. It all starts from the big serve from Redding. Kapitanov closes it down like Trevor Hoffman on the Padres. Another serve from Redding. That one heading out of bounds, kept alive. It's going to be Parsons, and another big play from Kapitanov. And that will be a media timeout for set number 2. 15-10, Lynchburg Hornets lead. We'll be right back on FloSports. Media timeout finishes, and set number 2 will continue halfway through. Nick Redding still serving for the Hornets. Ten kills for Davis, 5 for Filamawa. And that served too far for Redding. Larkin sends this across. Berardo to Rady. Rady with a center dump. Big save by Harris. Rady back to Kapitanov. Serve set too high. Kapitanov couldn't get on the end of that. 3-point lead now for the Hornets. Regent chipping away. Berardo, that one sent right back. Brady, or Will Rady, with a nice keep away attempt at the net joust, but this one will eventually fall. And now the lead is cut down to 2. Regent clawing their way back into this. Still a lot of set to go, just 15-13. Rady Up to Redding. That one blocked but out of bounds. They're going to say Lynchburg point. So it didn't hit the net. At least it might have hit the net, but definitely hit Regent and went out of bounds. Lead back to 3. Could be Mason Kenna with a high throw up there. Whitman dug up by Berardo. And that one would be a Regent point violation at the net. Parsons at the line. Serve from Parson to Kenna. Rady up to Davis. Blocked. Huge block by Whitman. Peter was there for some help. (16-15), lead cut down to 1. Regent staying in this. Big serve from Parson. Rady up to Kapitanov. Splits the defense. Stefan Kapitanov trying to inject some more life into the Lynchburg Hornets to extend and drift away from Regent. As he checks out, Wyatt Nunez will head to the line. Nunez with a serve. Dug up by Harris. Whitman. Redding. Nunez up to Davis. Big slam. Joshua Davis continuing his domination. Termination number 11 for Davis. Wyatt Nunez serve into the top of the net. As he will check out. Kapitanov heading back onto the court. Braden Berardo will head back onto the court. Kapitanov heading to the bench. Will come in for Berardo. Next substitution where the libero comes out. It'll be Peter on the serve for Regent. Hits the top of the net. And that is the second ace for Regent. First for Peter. Cuts the lead down to 1. Another good one, Berardo to Rady. Rady to Filamawa, no touch. And we have ourselves a tie game at 18. Peter still at the line. 3 serves in a row for him. Tie ball game, 18-18. Right to Berardo. Rady over to Davis. No stopping him. Number 12 for Josh Davis. He is hunting down his season high at 17. And that one from Rady, that serve is in the top of the net. We are back to a tie ball game. Whitman now serving for the Royals. Berardo to Rady. Back to Davis on the other side of the net. Point Lynchburg, violation from the Royals. And Lynchburg are the first to reach the 20 mark. Now Davis serving. Big toss. Good serve. Hits the rafters. Comes straight down. Good job by Whitman. Free ball over from Parsons, and that one is too far. And Lynchburg with a 2-point lead. Now they're at the point where every point that goes Lynchburg's way puts more and more pressure on Regent. which can make it easier for Lynchburg. Nice serve from Rady. Whitman over to Gray, blocked, takes a hit off of the Royals. 23-19, and Lynchburg are starting to drift away and are looking good in this second set. Only down by 3 if you're Regent. Just takes one good run of a couple points. Davis with another good serve into the rafters. Net joust by Filamawa, and that one will be Lynchburg point. 2 away from taking set 2. Another serve from Davis. Big one. Even better than the last one. Hits the rafters, comes straight down. Good job by Whitman. This one is going to be from Larkin. Kept alive by Davis. Up for Kenna. He's going to try and find the corner. Kept alive. No! Good rally for both teams, but Lynchburg out on top. Set point for Joshua Davis and the Hornets. (24-19). Davis trying to send it to set 3. Big serve, but out. I like the idea, trying to thread the needle, trying to win your team the second set. A little extra spin on it. Nonetheless, here comes Gray. Really good serve. Rady up to Fillamau. Trying to poke it, and Lynchburg point. They will take set 2, 25-20. And we will head to this third set of action. Lynchburg trying to sweep in game 3 of the Hill City. We'll be back on FloSports. Set 3 ready to commence in the Hill City. Lynchburg looking for a sweep for the second time today. First time they were unsuccessful. Went up 2 against Averett, lost set 3, ended up closing it out in set 4. This time Lynchburg looking to complete it. Regent, if you're going to want to come back, you got a reverse sweep. Win 3 in a row, send it to another set 5. Lynchburg looking very strong. Joshua Davis with 13 kills. He's just 4 away from tying his season high in kills. Beautiful performance from Joshua Davis. On the other side, leading in kills is Parsons just with 3. So it really has been all Lynchburg. Will Rady with 23 assists. 2 serving aces from Joshua Davis. 1 each for Nunez and Kenna. 1 each for Rolls and Peter. It is Mason Kenna starting things off. Excuse me, that was Will Rady. The Radiator, as that one is blocked, hit by Regent and knocked out of bounds. First point to Lynchburg as the Radiator continues to serve well in this third game. And that one too far to left side. Commentators curse on that one. As Whitman heads back to the line for the Royals. Tied at 1-1. Davis to Rady. Rady all the way across to Redding, blocked. Redding keeps it alive. Hits it into the net. Philomawa is just going to have to send a free ball over. Whitman up to Parsons. Excuse me, that was Nemeti. As that will be a point Regent. Whitman stays at the line. Nice serve across. Rady all the way to Davis. He's just going to poke it. It'll hit off of him. Too many touches for Lynchburg. And Regent takes a 3-1 lead. Whitman serving well so far in set 3. Another good one kept alive by Redding and Davis. Davis will just send it across, finds some open space. Splits the defense. In comes Heath Atkins. Appeared in the first match. Definitely impressed. It'll be Joshua Davis serving it for Lynchburg. Nice serve. It hits the rafters and falls in between everybody on the Royals side. Definitely a struggle you have to take care of, but it is not easy, especially when you have a server like Mason Kenna, Joshua Davis, Nick Redding on the other side. And Davis hits this one right into the nylon. Huge thanks to our production crew for Game 3, Micah Adams, amazing director. Joe Brennan on the camera. Gray serving it across. Right to Atkins. Rady behind to Redding. What a hit from Nick Redding. Ties it up at 4. Bennington will check in to go serve this one. Berardo out. Philomawa out. Kapitanov in. Tied up at 4. Good serve from Pennington. Whitman over to Parson. No, it'll be Nemeti sending it across. Davis brings it back to the Royals. And a free ball over. Pennington over to Rady. Rady behind to Redding, right in between Whitman and Gray. Nick Redding finds his third kill of the afternoon. Timeout called by the Royals. And we will be back shortly on LHSN and FloSports. Hornets looking to sweep. Sam Pennington serving it out for Lynchburg. Hits the top of the net, diving save. Stays on the Royals side. It'll be Larkin sending it across. Rady the set to Redding. Another big hit, but out. And a tie game at 5. Pennington heads for the bench. Berardo, libero in. When he heads out, it'll be Filamawa. Rady set for Adkins. Adkins, the set was behind him. Big hit by Kapitanov. He's going to try it again. Second time's the charm. Stefan Kapitanov. Harris checks in for the Royals. Redding back at the line for Lynchburg. Big toss from Redding, big serve. Harris right back to the Lynchburg side. Rady up to Kapitanov. 2 in a row for Stefan. Gives Lynchburg a 2-point lead. Another big serve from Redding, but out. Good read from Harris. Makes it 7-6. Larkin sends it into the netting. Gives Lynchburg back their 2-point lead. You can hear some big cheers from Bryce Jackson on the bench. There he is right there in the red sweatshirt. Bryce Jackson, a huge star player for this Lynchburg side. Heath Adkins to serve this one across. And too far. Good read again by Harris. Parsons now for the Royals. We'll send it back to Lynchburg. Dug up by Berardo. Rady over to Costello. Too far. Ties it back up at 8. Jeremiah Costello checked in for the first time of this ball game. Digs that one up. Rady ranging back for it. Redding's just gonna have to send it across. Whitman with a center dump, saved by Adkins. Rady over to Kapitanov. Keep feeding the beast. Stefan Kapitanov is a monster in front of the net. He heads back to the line, serving it out for the Hornets. Looked like it might have gone out, but Royals keep it in play. It was Gray sending it across. Atkins from the middle, too far. As Berardo will come back in for Kapitanov. Peter sends it across for the Royals. Costello to Rady to Filamaua. Beautiful swing. Jordan Filamaua, everybody doing their part for the Hornets. The 7th kill for Jordan. Will Rady, the Radiator, trying to heat things up here in Turner Gymnasium. Can the Hornets keep it alive? No. The Royals don't keep it alive. Point Hornets. It's already a hot day in the Hill City. What can the Radiator draw up? Will Rady. Big swing, too far. (11-10) Lynchburg. Whitman will head back. Sends it across, kept alive by Costello. Rady across. No chance for Reading to be able to make a play. And we are tied back up, this time at 11. Whitman into the netting. Gives Lynchburg a free point, and it'll be Jeremiah Costello for the Hornets. Big toss, big hit, nice serve. Whitman up to Gray, kept alive by Berardo from the chest. Free ball sent over by Rady, blocked. Nemeti ties it back up. Jackson Gray finds his ace, his first of the game. Gets that far corner, and the Royals take a lead here in the middle of set number 3. Costello keeps this serve alive. Berardo up to Reading. Too far for Nick Reading. 2-point lead now for the Royals. Serve from Gray. Rady behind him to Reading. Reading just trying to poke it across. Royals keep this one alive. Berardo to Rady. Across to Atkins. Blocked again. Rady this time to Filamaua. Can the Royals keep it alive? They flick it across. Too many hits. Point Lynchburg. Kapitanov and Pennington check in for the Hornets. Towel comes out. That'll be the second time. Don't think we're going to get as many tallies as game 2 today. There were 10 towels brought out to wipe the floor in game 2. Just 2 in this. It'll be Pennington to serve. Whitman over to Parson. Parsons just going to send a freebie. Rady over to Kapitanov. Quick and easy as you like. Tie ball game. Kapitanov with his 8th kill of the ball game. Pennington with another good serve. Whitman back to Larkin, blocked but out of play. Regent retake the lead. So no media timeout because the Royals called one much earlier. Reading just going to send this across. Is it going to go back to Lynchburg? It hits the net. Royals can't keep this alive. Tied up at 15. Kapitanov has 8 terminations. That'll be his new season high. Before that, it was 5. Jordan Davis is 3 away from tying his. He's got 14. Davis not on the court. Nick Redding to serve this across, hits the netting. And Regent retained their lead. Troy Trujillo will check in for Redding. Larkin sends this across. Kapitanov blocked, stuffed at the net by Parsons. That defense looked like Micah Parsons up there. Stuffed Kapitanov. 17-15 Regent. And they get the ball right back. Lynchburg a little lucky as Larkin, it's his 3rd serving error of the game. It'll be Mason Kiena serving it for Lynchburg. Philamawa just 2 away from tying his season high kills. Philamawa's at 8. Big serve from Kiena. Whitman all the way across to Parsons. Kept alive by Trujillo. Kapitanov, can it go down? No, what a save by Harris. Free ball from Parsons. Berardo over to Rady. Back to Kapitanov, too far. Oh, they're saying it got a touch, point Lynchburg. High serve from Kiena. Loops this one over. Kept alive by Berardo. It's going back to the Royals. And Kiena can't keep it alive. 18-17. Parsons ready to serve for Regent. Costello to Rady. Rady just fingertips, finding the close side line, ties it up at 18. Kapitanov headed to the service line. You remember in game 1, he had a long rally, a couple long rallies. Whitman over to Nemeti, kept alive. This one's Costello. Harris will dig this up. Whitman over to Gray, too far. Point Lynchburg. More success with Kapitanov at the service line. He sends another good one across. Whitman diving, and that'll be too many touches. It'll be an ace for Stefan Kapitanov, having an amazing game. 9 kills, 1 serving ace, 5 blocks. (20-18). Whitman. Royals are going to send one across. Kept alive by Kiena. Can the Royals keep it alive? They can. Lynchburg trying to keep it alive. Filamawa up to Rady. Rady over to Costello. Jeremiah Costello makes it 21-18. Kapitanov sends another good one across. Whitman over to Gray. Gray hits the top red and white pole, point Lynchburg, and they are starting to separate themselves late in this third set. Might see a timeout soon if Lynchburg gets one more across. Kapitanov just gets that over net. A beautiful serve. Whitman, it's going to be a free ball. Does it get over? It will. Costello, can he get another one? It's kept alive by Harris. Rady up to Filamawa. Diving play from Larkin. Big plays from the Royals. Another towel. That'll be 3 in this ball game. Still don't think the total is going to get up to 10, although it helps that game 2 went to 5 sets. I think that's a factor. A really great rally for both these squads, probably the longest of the game. Serve from Peter. Rady up to Trujillo. Trujillo gets a tip. And Lynchburg one step closer to a sweep. 23-19, just 2 points away. It'll be the Radiator. High serve. A good one, goes into the rafters. It would be Nametti trying to send it across. Rady the set, up to Trujillo, splits the defense. Set point, match point. Will Rady trying to serve it out, that one way too far. Regent at the 20 mark. Match point number 2. And it'll be Whitman trying to be the lifeline for Regent. Whitman sends it across, it's a good one. Kenna trying to keep it alive. Trujillo from behind. Great job from Parsons to keep it alive. They're gonna poke this one across. It is out, and that is the ball game. Lynchburg brings out the broomsticks and sweeps Regent to go 2-0 on this triple header. Regent split and go 1-1 after